Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of WeWillDraw. I'm sad to say that I'm still got a cold, so you're gonna have to excuse my my voice and my commentary. Today we're going to be drawing Spider-Man. I thought since I did Luffy last time, I should try out some Spider-Man for a bit of Western artwork. Whoops. Bloody kicked the table. Right, okay, let's get started. So, first of all, I like to break stuff down into kind of the base geometric shapes. I know this does look pretty damn complicated, but hopefully you guys should be able to do this. I know it's a bit more complicated than the last one. What I like to do also, actually, when I do these shapes, I put dots and things in the middle because it's much more easier to kind of gauge the distance between two dots as it is two big shapes. You can kind of draw lines to each one and try and figure out angles and lengths and stuff, so I find that really helpful when I'm drawing. It might just be for me, but hopefully you guys will find it a bit more easier to do. Next to I usually, I fleshed it out basically next. Nothing too complicated, just kind of flesh out the stick man really. Are there any tips for this? I was using a source image for this, so it's quite a bit easier for me to find out where stuff needs to be fleshed out and whatnot. Basically just look at where it is in relation to these lines. I think that's all you can really do. There isn't really a key technique to it, but I'd say to when you're drawing, you should try and copy stuff really to get a better understanding of anatomy and stuff. When I was younger, I found that if I copied anything, I thought it was cheating, but actually it's really useful when you copy, as long as you're not just tracing it, obviously, because you're not learning anything. But yeah, just try and copy as much as possible really to get a kind of understanding for the anatomy, and really just practice. I know everyone says that, but it's really the only way to do it. I still don't understand anatomy. I wouldn't have been able to draw this without the source image, so I think it's something we can all practice. Right, next step, I just add the eyes. If you put it on the kind of this sort of horizontal bit at the bottom of the circle, I suppose it's probably about a third of the head in total you make for the eyes. I then started adding the feet, and because we've already got this general box shape, it is really just a case of curving the corners for this actually, which makes it quite nice and easy. Same with this foot. You can see with the hands I messed up a bit. I'm absolutely terrible at drawing hands. I still need to do a lot of learning, so don't worry if you have the same problem. But yeah, really just kind of try and keep it on the box. Maybe my hand isn't the best example to use. You could look at some other source images to get a better hand and stuff. But yeah, okay. Next step. Right, now just a case of kind of, I think I've just basically refined everything. Yeah, just refined where you fleshed it out before, just to make certain that everything's in the right place. I mean, this is still a guide, so you can still change it and do whatever you want with it really. It's only when we get to the refining that we need to start kind of committing. Next, what did I do next? Added the little emblem at the front here, and the kind of the divider between the webbed part of the costume and what will be the blue part. I think that's about it really, and probably just a little bit more refining. What's after that? Oh yeah, here I start refining. So as you can see, it doesn't actually look that great here, but once we start adding into web design, it's quite a bit easier. And again, I use the stabilizer on the paint tool SAI or SAI, whatever it's called. Really helpful. Again though, you guys, if you're doing pen and paper, you don't need to worry about this. Just kind of when you do these long lines, I'd say don't move your wrist so much, but actually your whole arm. It's much easier to get a more fluid line. So if I'm doing, whoops, if I can show you now, see with my stabilizer, it's really good because you can kind of get these nice fluid lines. But I suppose if I had to take it off, so I find it a lot harder. As you can see, it's quite a shaky line, but I guess practice, and that should get better. Let me get rid of those. So after we've done all this refining, we just add the details of the suit, really. I didn't do it that great, to be honest. It's pretty damn complicated. I suppose you can spend loads of time on this, but I didn't have loads of time, so I basically, for the mask, pick a center point between the eyes and kind of just branch out, and then kind of do circles like this around. And I'll see if maybe I can draw it on to make it easier for you guys. With these arm bits, it's really just a case of branching out from the neck all the way down the arms, and then just putting the horizontals in. Whoops, not too difficult at all. Get rid of those lines. Yeah, so it's going to take a bit of time, but you can spend more time on it than I did, and hopefully it should look a bit better. And then with the bit which would be the blue on the suit, it's kind of just a case of adding some shadows to kind of hint at the muscles in the legs. Not really a technique to this. Again, I looked at the source image, but kind of quite curved lines, I suppose, just to make him look quite muscular. Then next I just added the grey here just to give it a bit of contrast, and I think finally, yeah, just gave a light grey for all of the suit. So this was black and white. Obviously you just do it red and blue if you want a coloured image. I'll just get rid of the old sketches. So whoops, which bits now? Bear with me. Need that. I think that's it. Yeah. So basically, you should have something like this. As you can see, again, not perfect. I mean, the hands are a bit dodgy. Yeah, I really need to practice that. But if you've got something that at least looks like Spider-Man, again, count it as a victory. I mean, you've just really got to practice at it. You're not going to get perfect every time. As you can see, this is not perfect. I don't think the proportions are quite right, but and it's a little bit messy on some parts, but overall it turned out okay. I'm quite happy with it, and if you've got anything like this, I think you should be happy with it as well. And so I think that's about the end of the video, guys. Please do like and subscribe. I forgot to mention that in the last video. It'd be helpful. A bit of self-promotion. Yeah, and leave what you want me to draw in the comments again. As I said, quite happy to draw anything you guys want. I'm not very good at realistic stuff, so probably stick to kind of cartoon, anime, manga type stuff. And yeah, that's about it. I think I'll stop my ranting. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.